Welcome everybody, Radio23 here. Time for your War Factory preview for this week. It's the 23rd of March. Let's boom some beaches! Alright everyone, let's get to see what War Factory has got in store for us this week. So as you can see, the rewards we're going to get are some wood, stone and some prototypes, assuming we can take it down. Those are the rewards we're going to get for those thresholds. On the core we currently have 2mm on the shield and another about 700k on the core, so it's 2.7 roughly. The right side is all covered by a grappler, and so is the left side. So you're really struggling to have a free spot for greens today. I don't think there are any. You could maybe get away with a boat of riflemen and then rest of them greens. Use some critters to distract them. But I suggest if you are lower level, maybe sneaking some Zookas, or even having some Zookas just off the beach here. Try and either outrange the flamethrower or give it a shock. And then take out those grapplers and move down, start taking out these, maybe. Warrior rushes, you could warrior rush the shields. A few mines around there, a lot of shocks. The machine guns are deadly after the update. And then we've still got 700k on the core, so it's pretty rough too. So I've kind of been looking at this for a while, and I think if I was fully, this is the plan if I was fully boosted. I would go flare onto the laser, one, and then drop a boat of Zookas, 1, 2, 3 smokes, and then use one shock on these to take down that laser with one boat. I'm going to get picked off by the grapplers, but I should be able to get the damage off in time. And then do a flare land to the left side of the beach, just under this factory supply. Flare land the other 7 boats there, and smoke just as we're kind of coming in range of these flamethrowers. I would have already sent a barrage out on these shock launchers, making sure all those mines are gone. And then after you flare land, move directly vertical into the gap. And these ones will already be marked because we used a barrage, hopefully more than the boom cannons. And then I'd use a critter on the shock launcher for the doom cannons, a shock on the shock launcher and a shock on the rocket launchers. And then after taking out all the shock launchers, re-smoke, move up to above the rocket launchers, and then one shock for the 2 furthest rocket launchers, because we're not going to be able to get in the dead zone, and well, it's a very tight dead zone, so I just shock it to be safe with the doom cannon there. Lasers are out of range. Take out that. Move down, clear out all the boom cannons, all the factory supplies, collect a whole bunch of GBE, move into this gap where there's miners, shock the doom cannon group with the machine gun and the flamethrower, and then hopefully go for a free snipe. And you obviously have lost quite a few to grapplers by then, but it would only be, yeah, I think it's doable. Especially if you bring a hero with battle orders, though she would struggle to stay alive through all of those movements. So maybe just all Zookas. It would be quite tight, and then if you didn't take it down, you could always just bring more Zookas. But because we are unboosted, we're going to be using Zookas anyway. I think we still do the laser thing, but I want to BART out the shock launchers, and then we're going to sort of continue that attack. So we'll just do a flare land, move up, take out the rocket launchers, move across, take out these things, move down to here, take out these, and then where do we want to be after that? We want to be pretty much 9 o'clock anyway. Those 4, 5 grapplers are going to be in range, but we'll just sort of park around here once we've cleared out that area. And that's the plan. So we're going to try and take out this laser with one boat whilst we're doing those GBE attacks. I need 36 GBE to do that part, so we're just going to focus on GBE this down, and we want to obviously clear the mines around it, because once we do end up coming down into this position, we don't want to be messing with no mines. And because it's a quad, we can hit this artillery right in the center to damage all 4. We'll go for one more barrage, and then a couple more artillery. And we do not have enough GBE to do the laser rush, but that's okay. And one more. We can use the critter to clear those 2 mines and potentially kill the shock launcher. Or not. But that's okay. Because we still want to do... I think we might be able to take out the rocket launchers as well. And that'll definitely help us out. So we could GBE the rocket launchers in the next attack, the shock launchers, and throw one boat of Zookas at the laser. I think we'll do that. So we 1 artillery for these guys. Bang. And then we can go, we want to make sure that we end up with 36 GBE before we finish this, before we launch those Zookas. So I don't want to spend too much on these rocket launchers, but we definitely want to get them down. 28. So we can't throw any more. Or can we throw? No, we can't throw any more. We can try a critter. Should be able to do some damage from the dead zone. The only things in range are the boom cannon, grappler, doom cannon. So we do a little bit of damage. They're getting picked off, but they're doing a good job. So there's 1 left, and that's probably 1 barrage away. So we want to do this 1 boat. And they're just gonna walk straight up. See if they stop inside that smoke. Yes, so we can do that with 2 smokes, which is perfect. And then we just need 1 shock right there. And hopefully we can take it down before we get picked off by everything. And we can throw 1 artillery up there. And it's down, and we can retreat, and I don't think we'll have anything left. Do we get any home? Yes, we did. Haha! So it's all good. We got everything we wanted achieved. So now we can just clear out sort of from that far left corner. May as well diamond up those Zookas. They could make the difference. Now I'm just thinking if it's worth taking Brick with her battle orders. I think it will be. I'm going to sneak up into this left corner and use critters to distract the boom cannons and potentially the grappler. But I don't want to use too much GBE to clear out that corner, because I'm kind of using that corner to collect GBE. And then I want to jump into this gap just outside here. The machine gun, doom cannon and flamethrower should all be in range, so I'll just let the Zookas take them out with 1 shock repeated and battle orders if it works out. So we're going to kind of freestyle this one. We want to be doing a flare land all the way to the left corner. That's the range of the flamethrower, so hopefully we'll be under that. Alright, let's do it. The grappler's going to be in range. So we might just do some gap smokes to try and sort of keep as many Zookas as we can. So here we go. So we are going to lose a few here. I'm just using the smoke to sort of confuse. And then we want to go up. We'll do 1 more smoke there, and that'll be it. Obviously remembering that Brick is slightly faster, so hopefully she doesn't get taken out by the boom cannons. There we go. So we can use one critter right at the top here. Probably should have been throwing that a little bit earlier. I was a little bit fixated on Brick. That's alright. I'm finding that that's what's happening with this new update. Teams aren't doing necessarily as well as they used to because everybody's fixated on the heroes, trying to get the best out of them. Let's throw one more critter and that'll be it. We'll clear out this entire area down to the boom cannons and then we'll flare into that gap. Might even do a gather flare first. Oh, those critters are in range. The doom cannons are in range, which is kind of scary. Now I want to flare into this little section. I only use my battle orders now under the smoke, and then as soon as they come out of the smoke, the battle orders will be going, and then we want to do the shock. Aha, what are you doing all the way over there? So because Brick was targeted onto something, she's being useless. That's alright. We'll do one more shock. And I'll let them clear out the area still. I'm going to put a couple critters down, because they're going to protect us from the grapplers somewhat, and then we're going to get onto the core. Potentially should have been taking out that shield generator instead of moving up, but we will run with it. And I'm going to put a critter on the right side of the base because I don't want that laser firing into me, but it should still give me a bit of distraction. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to take it down, but we get a decent amount of damage on the core. Can't use anything else for our GBE, so we'll use one barrage and one artillery. We're actually doing alright, we might be able to take it down. But we are getting picked left and right. I'm so glad that laser, the grappler that's... Oh! See, the grapplers are pulling our Zookas into range of the laser, and the laser's firing and carrying on to the Zookas. I could use an artillery, but that's going to take away from my medkit, so I'm not going to. And we've got time, and I think we've got Zookas to take it out. So it's definitely doable in one attack if you have that boost. There we go, medkit for the win! I think it's doable with, if you are boosted, you might be able to do one Moto Zookas, and then, so the plan that I explained before. Yeah. So comment down in the section down below how you went, if you used any different troops, and if it worked better for you. I managed to do it with losing 82 Zookas after diamonding up to 8 after I lost that first Moto Zookas in the first 2 GBE attacks. So that was 3 attacks, all done and dusted, I believe. Let's have a quick look. And that's the War Factory preview for this week. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more Boom Beach.